You just had a woke lash.
It's the Mega Man, and nah, that doesn't stand for hate. We're just saying it's time for education to be great.
Hello, everyone. This is Make Education Great Again. I'm your host, Chris Morris. Today's topic, woke lash. The Marxists are in shock by the monumental GOP election wins, and there is reason to celebrate. There's a red wave that's come. It looked like a tsunami yesterday. Not only did my Braves win, but it looks like America's beginning to win because God's hand is moving. People that are really had no doubt they weren't projected to be the favorites still came out. The narrative that we're hearing about the fact that, people in Virginia really like the Democrats, and so many blue states had unbelievable flips to the red because things are this bad under Biden's administration. So let's go ahead and get into some articles, and I'm going to share just some great news about Virginia and about New Hampshire, and man, we got stuff to get into. So let's get into this first one. Here's an article. This is just basically giving you probably the biggest story here. So NBC News and the New York Times calls Virginia's governor race, look, Republican Glenn Youngkin, 50.9% to 48.4%. So it was a little bit tight, but he was leading most of the night. If you're like most of us, we were waiting to see if there were any suitcases, luggage, backpacks that were going to be brought out. We're already kind of, basically what it seems like you got to do right here is you have to win so unbelievably convincingly that the shenanigans don't become a part of it. But let's get into it. New York Times just called the Virginia race for Republican Glenn Youngkin. Democrats did not have enough certain kind of votes, if you know what I mean. I can't say too much here. Glenn Youngkin had 50.9%. That was 1.6 million votes compared to Terry McAuliffe. I can't remember how to say his name. That's about 1.5 million. So anyway, going a little bit lower, that was about 95% of the reports, of the reporting in for the race. And when the New York Times is saying it, that's a good sign because you know how left-leaning they are. Now, just going over here a little bit, just some new head titles that you might see. I love this image here, but it basically says Marxists in shock after that monumental election night for Republicans in Long Island. Look at that red wave that we had here. This was a surprise to the Marxists running the state of New York. Here's a little, tweet. It says it was a monumental election night for Republicans across Long Island. 99% of precincts reporting in Nassau County. One of the biggest upsets could be in the race for Nassau County executive. So right here, I want to just draw your attention. Not only did Youngkin win, but the lieutenant governor for Virginia, Winsome Sears, is the winner. This is amazing. And this is the kind of people I just wanted to highlight on here. These are the kinds of people that we need running our country. Listen to this quote. She would die for America and starts chanting USA during the victory speech. If you can't chant USA on your campaign trails, you have no business running the USA. You need to be pro-USA. And frankly, you need to be willing to die in order to serve and defend her. If you're not doing it for those reasons, if you don't have these kinds of people, then I don't want to see you in office. And so this is why I'm very encouraged. And look at just one little thing I like she said too. Winsome Sears declared victory, called it a God thing. Yes, it was. So anyway, Winsome delivered a patriotic speech as she claimed victory in her race to become the first woman and woman of color to be elected Virginia's lieutenant governor. I'm telling you that you are looking at this as the American dream. Now, she's from Jamaica and got, went through the legal process of becoming a citizen, served as a Marine, and so she's a Marine Corps veteran. She claimed that victory speech, people were chanting Winsome, Winsome. Now, she goes, when I joined the Marines, I was still a Jamaican, but this country's done so much for me, and I'm willing to die for this country. Love it. Sears said during the victory speech, and they chanted USA. So that's a good look at her. Now, if you want a really great look at her, I just want to, let me see if I can bring this up here. This is the image I put on the thumbnail. I just love this. This is who I want running the country. That image alone right there is where it's at. This person's not playing around, defending America's interests, both, from enemies, both foreign and domestic. And on the last little note, I'm just going through here just some of the highlights from this win. Earthquake, it says, this is from Newsmax. Here are 6 reasons why the GOP won, and critical race theory, the mandates, and Biden lost. Let me scroll a little bit lower because I basically just want to get to these points. They're really good points. Number 1, voters reject COVID mask and vaccination lockdowns. Both Republican candidates made clear that they oppose the harsh lockdowns, mandatory vaccinations, and mask requirements. Murphy ordered every child over 2 to mask up, which is crazy, and didn't sit well with voters. Black voters didn't turn out. Let's see what black voters care about. Black voters were said to be crucial for the Democrats' victory, and they did not turn out as they did in 2020. Why? One reason might be those mandatory vaccinations, which black people have very good reason to be a little skeptical of the government when they're trying to force vaccines on us. Blacks have been hesitant to take the vaccine. The firings of blue-collar workers and first responders who won't accept it might be causing a backlash, you think? Biden's approval numbers have collapsed. Have you noticed that? Even the Democrats disapprove of the man's job because, when inflation goes through the roof and, you leave our people and our weapons in other countries and now the Taliban takes over and pretty much everything you do is a disaster, shipping freights outside the country can't get in. I mean, it's just crazy. The debacle in Afghanistan, southern border crisis, soaring inflation, all these question Joe Biden's mental capacity. He's fallen asleep in the middle of the G20 summit. I think that was what it was called. Anyway. It's just disenchanting people, and he's got thumb down ratings. Critical race theories backfire, cultural issues, people are coming up. We got these parent board meetings, and they're giving it to them, and people are not happy with basically judging people by the color of their skin, and rightfully so. And the economy, stupid. Massive supply shortages, soaring inflation may be having a more significant impact on voters' minds than that they suppose. People are seeing gasoline prices jump. My goodness. I mean, literally doubled the gas prices of Trump in the last 10 months, 11 months. It's crazy. And Trump held Republicans. So they kept thinking that these people who were basically very outspokenly pro-Trump would hurt them. It actually helped them. Go figure, because people are starting to wake up. This is good news, baby. And so the Marxists, I'm sorry, but it's time for you to go bye-bye. It's time for the Marxists to go bye-bye. Hello, 45, as Manuel Johnson once put it. He's a prophet, guys. You check out Elijah streams, by the way. They'll have great spiritual insight as to what's coming. But hello, 45 is what I'm going to say, and bye-bye, 46. Hello, 45. Goodbye, 46. People are done with you, and most importantly, the one who has all power and dominion is done with you, and it's time to put in who his choice is for the people of the land, so that righteousness can go forth and the gospel can go out throughout the ends of the earth, and that harvest can come in. That's really what it's about, people. So it was a great news. It was a great victory day last night, not only for my Braves. Shout out to the Atlanta Braves for making a comeback. Okay, but now the red wave's about to make a comeback, and the Lord, in my opinion, is gonna make a comeback, a wave of justice. That's all I got to say for today's video. As always, like, subscribe, share, click the notification bell for more content and analysis. Make sure that you not only subscribe to me on Make Education Great Again too, but you also follow me on Odysee and Rumble, because that's where I won't be censored. I can basically just give you the truth, unadulterated truth. I love you guys. Check out our merch store if you haven't already. Support the cause there, or go to our links, our PayPal, our Cash App. You can donate there to the cause so I can bring you guys the latest content and analysis. I love you guys till the wheels fall off, baby. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
It's the Mega Man, and nah, that doesn't stand for hate. We're just saying it's time for education to be great. And if we keep on doing everything that we've been doing, it will no longer be our freedom that we're pursuing. It's now time to teach our students how to think and reason. If we don't, we'll keep on electing those guilty of treason. So listen up, as Mega Man is about to spit the truth. Gotta stop the powers that are coming after the youth.